Good evening. I thought I would take a little bit of time, one, to remind you that you need to sign up for the webinar for tomorrow. Take a couple of minutes, sign up for it. We're going to discuss a whole bunch of really easy ideas to get you a better night's sleep. And I'm going to be answering your questions. And then I wanted to talk a little bit about anxiety and sleep, because there seems to be this really profound kind of connection between anxiety and sleep. And we need to really help people who are having these anxiety attacks at night, waking up at night with anxiety attacks, or not being able to go to sleep because they're anxious. And really, a lot of that can be taken care of with medications. There's also a lot of natural ways to take care of that. And one of the biggest problems we have is that a lot of us work until bedtime. We work from home. We go to work. We come home. We take care of the family. We do more work from home, and then we try to go to bed, and we aren't giving ourselves the opportunity to wind down. And that's really a big deal. You really need to be able to have that time to wind down and relax. Otherwise, you turn off the lights and your brain is going a mile a minute and you're feeling anxious. And once you start feeling anxious, you start to get less tired because you're producing more and more cortisol, which is going to keep you from being able to sleep properly. It's that stress hormone, that fight or flight. So you get more anxious, and the more anxious you get, the more you can't sleep. And so it becomes this vicious cycle, and then you get insomnia. The problem is short-term insomnia becomes a learned behavior, and then you have trouble falling asleep. So you really want to work with trying to find a way of dealing with that anxious feeling. So I always recommend the first thing is your sleep routine. I keep going back to the same thing. It's your sleep routine. But you really need to create that sleep routine that will be what's best for you. Not everybody's sleep routine is the same, and you need to be able to experiment with it a little bit. What kind of relaxation things work best for you? Are you one of those people who love to read? Do you find a book and then you get lost in it? Maybe you're somebody who does meditate. I give you kudo props if you can meditate. I can't sit still long enough to meditate. My brain starts going a mile a minute when I'm just concentrating on that. Try and exercise, stretching exercises. You saw that I do stretching exercises. I'm not afraid of modifying them to my body. So try some stretching exercises or progressive relaxation. I love progressive relaxation when I'm lying down. If I can't turn my brain off, then I will do the progressive relaxation. What I don't want you to turn to is your tablet, your cell phone, or your computer, or your television, because all those things actually will contribute to the insomnia. The light from it, the sound of it, all of that, and then what we watch also can start producing hormones that keep us from being able to go to sleep. So you really don't want to do that. Choose something else. Sometimes if I get really where I can't unwind and I know that I'm not going to fall asleep, get out of bed. Your bed is that place where you sleep. If you're all wound up and you've been staring at the ceiling for 20 minutes, get out of bed. Sit in a chair somewhere, read a little, do the exercises, breathe, take a moment, look outside at the stars. Just don't lie there, because you sit there staring at the ceiling, counting sheep. You're not really counting sheep. All you're doing is getting more and more anxious, and we don't want is to build anxiety. Get up for 20 minutes, then go back to bed. If again, the 20 minutes you don't fall asleep, get up, wait another 20 minutes, then go back to bed. What you're teaching your body is that a sleep routine, you start to do the things that your body will know is a routine that you use for sleep. You will go back to sleep a lot quicker the next day. And then you don't get caught up in that whole, I can't sleep. My head is going a mile a minute. I can't relax. We don't want that. I want you to have a great night's sleep. I want you to have 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night. So don't get caught up in the anxiety. Let's create a sleep routine. Come on, join us tomorrow for the webinar. Well, it's more of a chat because I want you guys to give me feedback also. And I will see you then.